So in forecasting, we consider the following. Okay, X and Y variables. So X is equal to independent variable. E.g. advertising. Are you getting me? Then Y is the dependent variable. Dependent. Okay, so Y is what? Dependent variable. E.g. sales. Now together, are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
So this is what we have in forecasting. So here, X is the independent variable and Y is a dependent variable. So e.g. independent advertising and the time, these are independent variables. Then sales depend on what advertising. So now, are you advertising more? Okay. But before we go that far, let's now look at what we call the regression line. So to forecast the sales for the next period, so to forecast sales for next period, okay, we use the regression line. So given by Y is equal to alpha plus BX. So that's the regression line. So what is our alpha? Our alpha is the intercept. These formulas are given. And beta is a slope. Okay. Are we there?
Yes, following you.
So this topic, you have no option, but this topic comes where it's very straightforward. It comes, you just need to identify which one is X and which one is Y. So if they have given you the years and the sales, so meaning that this one would be X and this one would be our Y. So, okay, so this is what goes on. So under this one, the regression equation is given by the one I'm giving you here. Okay. Now, how do we get our beta? So this is our slope. So our beta, the formulas are given. So it's a summation of xy minus summation of x multiplied by summation of y over n over summation of x square minus summation of x square over n. So this is what goes on when you're looking at the slope. Okay. Then
Which one is the slope?
come again?
Which one is the slope?
The beta.
With the B.
The B, yes. So
A
this
is what?
come again?
A is what? A is an intercept.
Yes, A is the intercept. You're writing?
Yes.
Okay. So
Then the
I
beta.
start from there. Where do I go?
Just by the equation there. The equation itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me if I need to scroll down a bit.
That's fine.
Pardon?
Okay, so the one you given there, that's a formula for finding there. You can go down now. You can continue.
Oh, okay, no problem, boss. No problem. You're welcome. So then this one. Is that okay?
Yes, yes. Over n divided by this. Okay, then proceed.
Okay. Okay, so now the alpha is equal to y bar minus bx bar. Our y bar is equal to summation of y over n. Then our x bar is equal to summation of x over n. So this is what we have here. So it's a mean of y. Mean of y. This one is a mean of x. Then this beta, it is the one that has already been found, which is the one which is here from this formula. Okay. Okay. So now you substitute these ones in the regression equation. Have you copied that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now we go into calculating R. R means the coefficient of correlation that measures the relationship between X and Y variables in order to determine if we have a negative or positive relationship between X and Y. Okay. So our R is calculated by summation of xy minus summation of x multiplied by summation of y over n over the square root of summation of x square minus summation of x square over n, the summation of y square minus summation of y square over n. So this is the formula for correlation coefficient. So when R is very close to 1, it means that we have a very strong positive relationship between X and Y variable. Are we together? Where are you behind?
Well, I'm up to date with you.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes, it's okay. Yes.
So this is R, which measures the relationship. So the positive relationship should be when you are advertising more. So this is the advertising and the sales are also going up. So this is positive, not so. You are spending too much time studying, but your pass rate is also up there, it's okay. But if you're advertising more, okay, so if you're advertising more, and then you discover that, okay, so then you discover that the sales are reducing, so this is negative. Are we together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what goes on. Okay,
Okay.
so this is what we have. So now I want you to go to this question. This question came in an exam for May 2023. So this question here, okay, on under forecasting. So there are four components of time series. Focus is on time series. There are four components of time series where we look at the trend, seasonality, random variation, and cycles. So it can be a trend, okay, of time series. It can be a trend of sales. Somebody could have just a trend or seasonality. If it's a June, in forecasting, what happens to the forecasting sales? You find that what happens in October, maybe people would want to drink as they code soft drinks in October because it's hot. What happens to the in the weather like June, winter? So these are the four components of time series: trend, seasonality, cycles, or random variation. Where it says what are the four components of time series? But let's look at the part B of this question. If you look at the exam paper which I shared with you for May 2020, this is a different question paper, but forecasting also came. So that's why it was question number 6 in this paper for May. This was May 2024. You've seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
May 2024, the question 6 was on forecasting. So these are common questions that come. So this was on forecasting, question number 6. It had X here and Y, the cost. X was number of years and the cost was that one. So what is important for you to understand the concept? So this exact question that we're about to do here from this pamphlet came in May, check for the exam paper for May 2023. The question paper which I shared the other time, I think you remember the one where we are doing the setup cost. Do you remember that one? So that's the paper which I was looking for. But since it's a same question, there's no problem. You get the point, right? I'll look for it. So you can read for me for question part B. What is question part B saying?
Snow spots. Snowspot isn't users time series to
Yes.
forecast demand for its popular snowboard. The operations managers recorded the actual sales of the snowboard for the past 11 years. Management is now working whether to expand to the business or not, given the following time series data.
Yes. Okay. You have it. You have that one. Not so.
Yes.
Okay. So that is just what we have. So now, so what you do is, let me use my whiteboard here. So how many years do we have? So this year, these are sales. So I thought this represent Y and this is X. So you need to get down to, okay, this table here. So you do a manual table in an exam. Though I can show you, I don't know what calculator you are using. What calculator are you using?
I'm using calculator. Of course, it's not Casio.
Okay. So meaning just do it manually. I would have
It's
shown you
a Dell.
the easiest way though, but just to do it manually. So what is going to happen here is that for manually, you simply say X, then Y, X square, Y square, and XY. So how many are they? The values, how many are they there? So let's check how many values we are having. So for X, you have, you can check here. You have this one as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And those are the figures that we have, not so. So that's what you do in an exam. You do so. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11. So from there now you can pick up what we have. So what are we having there? This one, 17, 16.1, 20.
Why didn't we not pick the actual years?
So we cannot pick those years when they come like in that ambiguous way. You just need to put them as one.
Since it's starting with 2001, right? Okay. I get it.
You get it, right? So for me, do this, you can sort out the issue. You can okay. So I want you to do manually here so that as you're practicing it will be very much okay with you. 16, 21, 20, 23, 30, 35, 60, 69, 78, 140. Are we together? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. Yes.
You do have a pen and calculator with you and a book.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I want to give you this one so that I confirm what's happening. Because once you practice this and get it right, it's as good as you answering this one in this other year. Okay, so this other year, this was already 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is straightforward as X. This was Y. So you will just need to do this one, you redo this, you reproduce this in an exam, you put X square, you put Y square and XY. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yes, certainly.
and then you start feeding in. So I've given you maybe 5 minutes or 6 minutes to do for me these ones so that we can pick it up from there. So this one I can just, so it's 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. So you also do for the other ones. So 17 square is what? 280, 289. 16 square is what? 256. 21 square, you're there, not so?
Yes, I'm following you.
441. This is 400. 23 square is 529. 900. 35 square is what? 1225. Then 60 square is what? 36. The 9 square, 4761. 78 square, 84. 140 square, 19.6. Then this is 100. 1.1. So this one will be 17, 32, 33, 8, 115, 18, 245, 48, 621, 78, 15, 40. So I've given you some time. Work for me this table so that we can solve it together. Once you are done with this table, then just know that you get everything correct. So I don't know where you can start copying from quickly. I want you to give me the totals, then we can start solving. Can I scroll down? Huh?
So you want me to just, because I'm up to date with you.
Well, no problem. So let's add the totals now. The totals will be how much? So you can add the totals, so. The totals will give you how much for the first one?
17 plus 32 plus 63 plus 80 plus 115.
Okay, no problem. So what is going to happen is we can come here. This is the same way we found it, not so? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then x, y multiplying this by this. The arrangement doesn't matter. 1, 4, 9 squaring of x square, y square, these ones that I found also.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sum up these. So you're getting here, they got 66. Here they got 509. XY is 4153. X square is 506. Summation of Y square is 38085. So You know where they're coming from, right?
XY is 153. X squared is what? X squared is 506.
You wanted to confirm?
No, I'm just copying.
Okay, so which one can I give you? This one or the other one?
Now let's do the same one.
Okay, so the summation of all those summation of x is 66. Summation of y is 509. Summation of xy is 4153. Summation of x square is 506. Summation of y square is 8085. So you can come here and now use a simplified formula. You can use these ones, but they may seem cumbersome. Okay, so you're not penalized. So let me give you a simplified one. So you come here and say, here it is 66,509, the total. This other one is 4153, which is for XY. Then this one is 506. X squared is 506. Then which one? The y squared is 38,085. So let us find our B. Our B, summation of xy, summation of x multiplied by summation of y over n, summation of x square, summation of x square over n. So our B will give us what? So I want you to check this. What is summation of xy? Xy is what? 4153, not so.
Yes.
Minus what's summation of x? 66. Summation of y is 509. Over or n is 11. Summation of x square is 506. 506 minus what? Summation of x, which is 66. 66 square over 11. So let me see how you can sort out this one. So for me, this one, use BODMAS. Okay, give me the answer if you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Just I've given you 3 minutes or so. Try to let me. I see where the problem can be. Okay, try that one.
Okay, so that took 509.
What else have you gotten?
19.08.
19 point. Okay, let's just move together. This is it. 4153 minus 66 times 509 divided by 11. This will give us 3054. I don't know if that's what you found.
Yes.
506 minus what?
Oh, yeah. I've seen where I'd made a mistake. I wrote 5153 instead of 4153. Okay.
Okay.
The other variables were okay. No,
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is 1099 over 110. So it's giving us 9.99. So our beta, 9.99090991. So our alpha will be y bar minus bx bar. The b we are from finding. Let's find our y bar. Summation of y over n. What's our summation of y? Summation of y is 509 divided by 11.
So I'm a bit behind. So we are now going to find what?
We are now trying to find the alpha.
We are finding alpha.
Yes, boss. So alpha of the intercept, we have found the slope so far. So we are using this formula now to get to our alpha. We are using this one 9 to get to our alpha. So y bar is the mean of y. So 509 divided by 11. 46.272727. Okay, so this is what we have. Then our x bar, it will be summation of x over n. What is the sum of x? Sum of x is here, is 66. Divided by 11. The answer is 6. I don't know if you get the point.
Yes, I'm following you.
So y bar minus bx bar. So our alpha is equal to our y bar is what? 46 point what? 46.27, 27. Minus.
Why are we not rounding off the figures?
Yeah, it's better you round off the final ones.
Okay.
It's better you round off the final ones. So 9 point. Okay, I'd go for at least the 5 decimal places. Then multiply by 6. Give me the alpha here. What alpha are we getting? Multiply here to see how we are going to get it, to do it. Where the 46 is coming from, right?
Yes.
And the other one, okay. So you got to 13 point what?
67, 27, 27. 13.67.
Okay. 6727. So therefore, regression equation okay. You can be getting spaghetti. Yeah. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm following you.
Okay. So this is it, what we are getting. So meaning negative 13.679. 67, yeah, or 673. Okay, then plus 9.99x. This is the equation. Is that okay with you? So meaning when this question comes, boss, in an exam, make sure you go for it. Okay?
Yeah, at this stage, I'm feeling like I can go for it now.
This one, no? You don't let it go. Okay? So it's the same question that came in that exam paper. Yeah, 2023. So the concept don't just swap. The only problem is when you swap X for Y, that's when you can get a zero.
Wrong.
So you just need to know what X is. Our X is what? X is a independent variable that can exist on its own, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the regression line. Now, what question are they asking us? Let's go back here. Okay, so what question are they asking? So we have that line. Develop the regression equation relating the snowboard cells to time series. Okay. Then forecast the demand for 20. So regression is the best method because you can use it to forecast for another period. Okay. You can use it to focus for another what? Another period. Are we together?
Yes.
So you can even use, so here we want us to find the focus for 2012. So yeah, but you can even focus for 2050 because the equation is there, depending on this. Okay. So that's what we have. All right. Okay, so now what are we going to do here? So what we're going to do is we'll substitute put 12 in that equation. In your audit, the equation they found us with this one. To two decimal places, to 13.67. Okay. So you can go for this one. Y is equal to negative 13.67 plus 9.99x. So y is equal to negative 13.67 plus the 9.99 on put 12 here. Give me the answer. What else are we getting? Negative 13.67 plus 9.99 by 12. It's 106 point what? 106.21. Confirm. Check where you're having a mistake. We're making a mistake, boss. Counter check. Use both mass. So what we do, multiply this side first. Then if my
I've seen where my mistake was.
Okay.
I've seen where my mistake.
So for the regression and correlation analysis, for those who are just joining, we are looking at this is a forecasting question. And all this is what we are doing, looking at the slope, the intercept, and getting down here, okay, to get this table here. From here, we got the slope as what? 9.99. And then the intercept negative 13.67. The regression line is negative. So we've got mass boss. This is negative. Multiply 9.99 by 12, then plus negative 13.67.
That's what I'm doing. I don't know why is this calculator.
Okay, so use the calculator, use both mass. Put those in brackets. Those ones that are multiplying the other side, put them in brackets.
Yeah, that's what and they are giving me. Is it 119.88?
No.
Supposed to be how much?
I'm putting 106.21. Just confirm.
No, I mean when you multiply 9.99 times 12 there. Then plus this one.
That one is minus, guy.
Yeah, negative 13 point plus. What? It's my calculator. Oh, okay. Finally, it does. Okay. Okay. It has given me your answer. Okay.
Okay. All together. Are we there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now they want us to find the R. So calculate R for me. Our R is the correlation coefficient. So they're simply saying, can management rely on the 12 time series model to make future expansion and be quantitative? So here, find the R. When R is very close to 1, simply means as the years are progressing, the cells are also increasing. Are we together? In short here, they wanted you to find R. Okay? Are we together? They want us to find what? R.
On number 2.
Which
So the
number?
answer there is just 106, right?
That's all. That's all.
Okay, for custody. So you just place that number they've mentioned
Yes.
to the equation, then you have found the chan, eh?
Then that's all.
That's all. Okay. We proceed to number 3.
So you can manage right. So you find R. So our R is coefficient of correlation. So find our R. So our R is equal to summation of xy, summation of x multiplied by summation of y over n over the square root of summation of x square minus summation of x square over n. Summation of y square minus summation of y square over n. So this is what goes on. All right. Are we together?
Yes.
So let's find manually our R. 4153 minus, so this is the 4153 coming from here for xy. 4153, okay, minus summation of x is 66, multiplied by summation of y, or summation of y is what? 509. Then over 11 over this other one is what? The square. Yeah, the square, x square is what? Our x square is 506. So put the 506 here. Minus 66 is square over 11. Then the other one, summation of y square is what? Summation of y square is 38085. 38085. 085 minus summation of y square. Summation of y is 509 square over 11. So what's our R? Our R will be what? 66 times the 509 divided by 11. With 153 minus 3054 over 66 square divided by 11 is 506 minus 396. 38,080 85 minus 509 square divided by 11. So it's 509 square divided by 11. It's giving us what? 23 what? 552.818. Our R is equal to 4153 minus 3054. But I'm sure I'm worried. Are you following?
Very much.
Okay. So one 59 over so our R becomes what? Our R becomes the it's giving us what? The 0.86923. So this is a very strong positive relationship too. So we have very strong positive relationship between X and Y variables. How together? Because the R is very close to what? To 1. Is that okay? Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what happens here.
Yeah. So the key issue is just to know how to do this table, eh?
That's what I mentioned to you that the key issue is how to just do a table. So here they found 0.869. Okay. That's what we have found also. So you see the computation here may be ambiguous or whatever they did here, but use my formula. So if you want to find you have a very strong positive relationship, so management can rely because the R is very close to 1. Okay. As the A's are increasing, cells are increasing also because this is positive. Unless if this was negative, means that so it's opposite way. Meaning that as you are increasing, the cells are what? Are reducing.
Yeah.
All together?
Yes.
Sure, that's what we have. Not so? sure that is clear. So we want to find coefficient of determination R square. So measure the variability in the data set as can be explained by the slope of regression line. And is given by R square. So meaning the 0.869232464 square it. So our R square is actually going to give us what? 0.65. Okay. So this is 0.65676. So this is what happens on coefficient of determination. Okay, so this is what goes on. So for those who have just joined, we've revised on forecasting. Okay, so this is forecasting question that came in one of the exam papers. Of course, it's also within the pamphlet here. So under forecasting, you look at the components of forecasting and X and Y. So components are trends, seasonality, cycles, and random variation. And of course, predict the regression equation we're from solving, okay, using the formulas. So we started with by identifying X and Y. So don't swap the two. So you see here where you look at X as independent variable, Y is dependent variable. And of course, to focus on for next period, we use the regression. A is intercept. Okay, then Y is the slope. So getting the slope is this formula here. Okay, and then the intercept, you use that formula, substituting. All right, then you get the correlation coefficient, which measures the relationship between two variables in order to determine if you have a negative or positive relationship between the variables. Okay, and then of course, the formula is that one. From here now, you're getting down to coming up with a table. The table is where we now use a X and Y. Okay, so you get my point, right? Then from here, manual computation, you can get this one. You also did in quantitative method, I'm sure. So you compute these, okay, find the totals. From there, they can find the slope by getting the totals from here. Okay, then we got the beta as 9.99, substituting in the intercept formula. We got our intercept as what? As negative 13.67. The equation was this. Then to find the focus for the other year, we just need to substitute focus for 2012. You just check where this one is. So 2012 is, you put a 12 in the equation where there is X, and we got the value. Okay. So you have this one. Then the management rely on this information. If the R is positive, the correlation coefficient is positive, then they can rely on the information. So you get the coefficient of correlation using this formula here, substituting the value that we have manually, manual compounding. Okay. So we have this one, then this other one here, and then we go to R as substituting these ones, okay, where we are, we got our R as 0.86. We have very strong post relationship because this one is very close to 1. Okay, it's a strong and it's positive. So as the years are increasing, the cells are also increasing. The year and cells. So that's what goes on. And if you want to find the coefficient of determination is R square, which measures the variability in the data set as can be explained by the slope of the regression line. Okay, so this is what we have concerning forecasting